Israelites coming day in and day out to prophesy downfall of Babylon the Great, which is America. First off and foremost, all praises, honor, and glory be unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Karkadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, salutations to the elect wherever you may be. Brother Chapai, coming at you again with a quick lesson through the Spirit. Hopping straight into it, like you see in the title. A dog likes its own vomit. Right, you have a lot of guys that come in the truth, and then they eventually go back into the world, or they end up eventually preaching like a wayward doctrine, if you will. All right, because these are these are the same individuals that was wicked before, if you will. All right, so let's go straight into it. This is 2 Peter 2:22. For if after all they had escaped the pollutions of the world through the knowledge of the Lord and Savior Yahweh Shai Mashiach, they are again entangled therein and overcome. The latter end is worse than them than the beginning. So the old man that you was before you entered into the truth, you're going to be worse off than that man. All right, like the scriptures say. As a matter of fact, it's the next verse. For it had been better for them not to have known the way of righteousness than after they have known it to turn from the holy commandment delivered unto them. But it has happened unto them according to the true proverb. The dog is turned to his own vomit again. And the soul, and the soul that was washed to her wallowing in the mire. All right, so you become a piece of shit, but not only a piece of shit, you become a bigger piece of shit than you were before you entered into the truth. And we have plenty of examples of that, man. You have plenty of examples in Israel today. All right, all the guys that has come up against the elders, against us, the doctrine, the truth, especially ones that used to be a part of this thing, where are they at? Where are they to be found? Now, you still got niggas out there that's still scoffing, but in reality, they're eating their own fucking vomit, man. All right? Which, if you ever see a dog eat its fucking vomit, it's a disgusting thing to watch. So how much more spiritual? To watch these guys vomit up bullshit and eat it the fuck up, man. All right? Because when you vomit, when you throw up, obviously your body can't digest it. Obviously there's something that's triggering your system in your body to tell you to release whatever it is you have eaten. All right? Which is 9 times out of 10 something that's bad. All right, so your body has this reflex and it makes you throw up. All right, so imagine going to eat the same thing that made you sick. Imagine going to eat it up again, especially after you've eaten it up and thrown it up and then going to eat it again. All right, that's just pure madness. All right, this is Matthew 12:43. When the unclean spirit is gone out of a man, he walketh through dry places, seeking rest, and findeth none. Then he say, I will return into my house whence I came out. All right, and that's what happens to the demons when you washed by the Holy Spirit. You come into this truth. Yeah, you have certain things you have to fight, but that old man is pretty much cut off. All right, so when you go back to your old estate, or you start to fall back to your old ways, all right. Those spirits are going to come back to that empty house, man. All right. He findeth it empty, swept, and garnished. Then goeth he and taketh with himself 7 other spirits more wicked than himself. And going back to that Proverbs, his last estate is worse than his beginning estate, right? And they enter in and dwell there. And the last state of the man is worse than of the first. Even so shall it be unto this wicked generation, man. And that wicked generation how Shai was talking about was who? The Israelites, man. All right. So this is dealing with men primarily that come into this thing. All right. They fall off, go back into the world. And we have examples of men turning into full-blown alphabets. All right. Dealing with transmissions. let me say it that way. All right. There's examples in the truth of that. All right, man leaving the truth and being taken out of the way as well. All right, so it's a scary thing to fall into this thing. All right, when you enter into this truth, it's a scary thing, man. You gotta take it serious. You must count the cost. All right. This is Ecclesiastes 10 and 13. The beginning of the words of his mouth is foolishness. All right, and what's all this madness you have guys spitting today? There's many names of the Lord. Israelites are only black people. Everybody can make it. So-called white man is not Esau, Edom. All the nations can make it. The MOTB, yada, 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 so on and so forth, man. Everything that these foolish people are spewing out of their mouths is what? It's madness, man. All right? It's fucking madness. It says, actually, you know what? Salaki, I skipped one. Proverbs 12 and 15. The way of a fool is right in his own eyes. All right? So you have these guys that lean to their own understanding. They depart from the doctrine that they were taught. All right? And they start to what? What does Timothy say? They start to leave. Matter of fact, let me just get it. Let me get it. This is second. Let's get 1 Timothy 4 and 1. Now, Spirit speaketh expressly that in the latter time some shall depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils, speaking lies of hypocrisy, having their conscience seared with a high iron. So just like we're fully persuaded in the truth, they're fully persuaded in their madness, man. Okay? Let's get Second Timothy 3 and 1. This know also that in the last days perilous times should come. For men should be lovers of themselves, of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those things that are good. This is talking about you niggas that came into this thing and you turned your back. All right? Especially the ones, it's one thing to drop the plow and go back into the world, but it's another thing to, whether you was kicked out or whether you departed on your own, to start changing the doctrine and spewing madness. Okay? Yeah, that's a whole different ball game. It says traitors. All right, you guys are enemies of the cross. Heady, high-minded, which is another word of saying you're fucking proud. It says lovers of pleasures more than lovers of God. And you got some guys that's teaching false doctrines purposely, all right, for fiat, for filthy lucre, all right, because they love pleasures more than they love God. So they rather have this instant gratification down here, you know, getting this money or however the fuck they doing it, or however you want to call it, all right, because they're doing it for their own personal gain, all right. It says having the form of godliness, but denying the power thereof, from such turn away. So you're supposed to, And in fact, it says, mark those guys that cause divisions, right? We don't supposed to be all buddy and listen, I'm not about to have a fucking unity camp with a bunch of niggas with a bunch of different doctrines, all right? And I'm holding posts, all right? It says, depart from such, turn away. Fuck you niggas. I don't care that you call on the name Yahweh Shai. If that doctrine ain't right, then you ain't right. All right? Because with the names, and understand Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, with the names come an image, and there come a doctrine, and there come a spirit. All those things agree in each other. Not, well, this is different, that is different. No. There's a image that comes with the Lord name. And when I say image, I mean doctrine, a way of life, principles, laws, statutes, and commandments. And it's only one way to teach them. All right? There's only one spirit. There's only one truth. Not many doctrines. One doctrine. All right? This is 2 Timothy 4:3. For the time will come that they will not endure sound doctrine, but after their own lusts shall heap to themselves teachers having itching ears, and they should turn away their ears from the truth and should be turned into fables. Hey, look at those bozos out in Mississippi, man. Look at what happened to those guys that was called ITR or Avengers for Yahweh Shai. All right? Or some of the guys that used to be part of the Dallas camp. Okay? Or even going back, hey, I remember a couple of, camps around here. Hey, from Chicago, Indiana, like, them guys are gone in the fucking wind. All right? They're spiritually dead. They came up against Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and you can't even find them now. Okay? Hey, the Lord is, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai ain't nothing to be fucked with, man. All right? Because the Lord is going to make you eat your fucking words. And you other niggas that's out here spewing madness, that's drinking sour grapes and selling fucking spoiled wine and eating moldy bread, all right, and giving people vomit to eat, and Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is going to deal with you, okay? It says, the way of a fool is right in his own eyes, but he that hearkeneth unto counsel is wise. And it says, lean not to thy own understanding, right? It says, cleave unto him that is wise. Okay? This is Ecclesiastes 10:13. So like, flesh is getting tired, but hey, up in the wee hours, right? The beginning of the words of his mouth is foolishness, and the end of his talk is mischievous madness, which it is. Right? Anything that's not the doctrine of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is madness. A fool also is full of words. Right? They got everything else to say, but can't break down the scriptures, man. Hey, like the scriptures say, ever learning but never able to come to the truth. It says, a man cannot tell what shall be or should be after him. Who can tell him? Right? Because there's something always new with you niggas, man. All right? And it's a bunch of madness, but it's our job to defend the gospel and to go into these things and to mark them that cause divisions, This is Sirach 33:5. The heart of the foolish is like a cartwheel, and his thoughts are like a rolling axle tree. All right? So this man is given to change. He's always this or that. He's intertangled with other shit, man. Hey, I watched a lot of you guys. A lot of you guys are more interested in the world and not events in the world that tie in with prophecies. But you guys are tied in with this fucking culture and relationship goals and building communities and shit that has nothing to do with the scriptures, man. All right, a lot of you guys are using this as a platform for yourselves. All right, just like you had wicked Pharisees in the temple using that platform as a way of what? Getting money. The same thing you guys are doing now. Nothing has changed. All right. This is Sirach 30:8. And horse, it says, and horse not broken becometh headstrong, and a child left to himself will be willful. There's plenty of examples of that. I don't even have to name names. Spirit will let you know. A lot of you niggas are children left by yourselves, so now you're willful. Now you're just coming up with anything. Now you're bucking up against the elders and you're going off here and there, but nobody can tell you right from wrong because you know it all. Okay? And it boils down to this. You niggas are too big for your britches, man. You've gotten too proud. All right? You get this knowledge from the men that have taught you and you run off with it and turn it into your own thing. All right? Proverbs 25:16. Hast thou found honey? Eat as much as sufficient for thee. Lest thou be filled therewith and vomited. All right? Because a lot of you guys come in this truth, oh, let me learn, so I can seem like a hot shot. I can seem like a big guy, this, that, so I can seem wise. And then you take all this information in, and you take too much, you start to throw up. And now you're coming up with any and everything, breaking down scriptures wrong, bucking up against the elders. So now that same vomit that you threw up, you're eating again. All right? It all ties back into Proverbs, man. A dog, returns into his vomit, man. So with that, you niggas that need to get right, get right. And ultimately, if you of the elect, you of the elect. But to you niggas that ain't gonna get right, may the Lord do what he has to do. And he will. All right, he will. So with that, I'm going to say all praises, honor, and glory be unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the other apostles of great millstone, salutations to the elect, wherever you may be. Abba, Abba.